What's the deal, baby? Y'all know there's the big boss, all boss, dog. Can't pull through the door. Here to talk this boxing. So, we're going to address a comment that was made in my comment section. Y'all excuse me, man. I'm tired, man. Like, we had some crazy weather early this morning, like 2, 3 in the morning. It was like, we thought it was a tornado, bro. Like, the wind was, it was crazy. The winds was like 30, 45, 50 mile per hour winds. It woke me up out of my sleep. So I'm having a like slow start to my day. But we talking about a comment that was made in my comment section on one of my videos. Somebody commented that Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder. His claim to fame was the Pacquiao fight. So my rebuttal to that is, if Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder, then Terence Crawford is a no-hit wonder. Because I'm going to say this again. If Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder, then Terence Crawford is a no-hit wonder at 147. We're going to keep it 1,000. Because he was advocating for Terence Crawford. You know, he made some other comments, but we're going to address them as the video goes along. But this first comment, where he says that Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder. Yordenus Ugas has fought better competition at 147 than Terence Crawford. Yordenus Ugas fought Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, and Sean Porter. When Sean Porter was a champion. Fought Manny Pacquiao was a champion. Beat the brakes off of him and fought Errol Spence. Came up short, but did what he could. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear anything. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. Nobody's taking nothing away from him. He got all knockouts at 147. Okay? All knockouts, which is impressive, not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, he hasn't fought anybody. You could make an argument of every fighter he has fought. Kell Brook, Bomac even said this. Go back and watch that Amir Khan and Kell Brook press conference. He said Kell Brook was shot. He was not the same fighter when Terence fought him. So his own manager, trainer, said that. Amir Khan, do I need to talk about him? I don't need to. Jeff Horn. When Jeff Horn won the belt, everybody was tweeting they wanted a piece of that boy. Terence Crawford just got him first. Jose Benavidez, tough fight until the 12th round. He wasn't really doing nothing to Benavidez. Benavidez just had a high guard and was walking him down. You know what I'm saying? Mean Machine dropped Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? They ain't counted, but they dropped him. And this is not to demean him, because out on fights, he knocked him out. We're going to be real. The Benavidez fight was close. He knocked him out. Mean Machine, he knocked him out. Kell Brook, he was down. He knocked him out. Amir Khan, that one, you know, that was weird. I think Amir Khan just quit. He may have felt that power and was like, hell no. But that's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all, and it's mainly just the Terence Crawford, the diehard Terence Crawford fan. I'm a Terence Crawford fan. I like Terence Crawford. I've watched a lot of his fights. They're not all of them at 147, and half of them when he was at 140. I remember when he became undisputed. You know what I mean? I watched that fight. I was excited. I was happy for him when he was jumping in the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sit here and poo-poo on one fighter, because when you say Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder, you're trying to discredit Errol Spence too. You can't do that. You just can't. You can't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to allow anybody to put no jacket on no fighter. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he a one-hit wonder. Like I said, Ugas fought a champion, Sean Porter. Now, you could make the argument that Ugas won that fight. Some people thought he won. I thought he won. I thought he did enough to win that fight. I don't think he lost. Even if they would have made it a draw, that would have been cool. I don't think he lost that fight. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Manny Pacquiao beat the doors off that boy. That boy was Stevie Wonder after the fight. His wife feeding him soup, both his eyes were closed. You know what I'm saying? Then he fought Errol Spence. In which he thought, going into the fight, he was going to be able to do something, but Errol said, it ain't happening, playboy. I'm at home. Niggas talking. I gotta do this to you. I don't understand how you could try to discredit a fighter like Yordenus Ugas. Like I said, he's fought better competition than Terence Crawford has fought. You know what I mean? You don't gotta make an argument for Errol Spence resume, Sean Porter resume, even Keith Thurman resume, Danny Garcia resume, or Ugas resume. But they seem to want to try to argue with you as it pertains to Terence Crawford. Oh man, he I'm not trying to hear none of that. The facts are the facts. Just because he fought these out-of-prime fighters does not mean he's a bad fighter. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. People take that as if you're saying, oh, he sucks. Nobody said Terence Crawford sucked. We just saying he ain't fought nobody in their prime. Because if he fought all these fighters in their prime, I believe Terence Crawford come out there with a loss. And just because he come out there with a loss doesn't mean that he's a bad fighter. Look at Jermell Charlo. He lost to Tony Harrison. Now what is he? The undisputed champion at 154. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. You make of it what you want to make of it. Let's address the next comment. The next comment, he talked about Errol Spence. He says, Errol Spence, and this all off the top of the dome. He said, Errol Spence has never stopped anybody to the body or hurt anybody to the body. He won't be able to do that against Terence. Terence hits hard. That's how he said. So I responded and said, you're a casual. If that's your argument, you're a casual. I said, first of all, Errol Spence stopped Ocampo to the body. First round knockout. Go back and watch that. Okay? Second of all, I said, if you boxed before, you know that the reason why Ugas wasn't throwing as many punches was because he was getting hit to the body. And I want my people who boxed before, when you get hit with a shot and it hurt, but you still conscious enough to be defensively responsible, you ain't go down, but you can still be defensively responsible while being hurt. You may just shell up until the pain subsides. The problem is the pain was subsiding. Errol kept over and over going back to the same spots. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Errol hurt that Yordenus Ugas. That's why Ugas wasn't throwing that many punches. He do that to a lot of fighters. When you go to the body repeatedly on somebody, it immobilizes them. Okay? For starters, your legs get heavy. You start breathing hard. You can't catch your breath like you want to. But to sit there and say that, oh, Errol Spence, like, this is crazy. Y'all try to discredit fighters to uplift another fighter. No, both of them could be great. Both of them could be great fighters. Regardless, whether whether Terence Crawford win and Errol lose or Errol Spence win and Terence Crawford, they both great fighters. And we're getting a luxury. We're getting a prize because they're trying to fight, make this fight in their prime. They both in the prime of their careers. They're not on the tail end of their primes. They're in the middle of the prime of their careers. Now, you can make the argument that Terence Crawford is going towards the tail end of his prime, but Errol Spence is in his prime. This is Errol Spence time. He in the prime of his career, wanting to fight another in-prime fighter. Come on, man. We just need to be appreciative of the moment and respect all these fighters who are willing to get in there with another great fighter. That's the heart of a champion right there. But y'all want to come on here and discredit Errol. And then when you can't make an argument about Errol Spence as a fighter, you try to go for him as a person. And that's how I know you're emotional. As a man, you're emotional. You can't talk boxing. Oh, Errol Spence is a drunk. He's going to get drunk. What does that have to do with him as a fighter? Oh, Errol Spence faked the eye injury. They try to take personal jabs. They make it personal. Because that's their way of coping. Because they know they getting cooked. I'm a chef when I talk this boxing. I cook. You know what I'm saying? I be in here cooking, barbecuing, all that. You want the smoke, you can get it. I'm like Adrian Broder. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's the principle of the whole thing. Like, both of these fighters are great fighters. This is going to be a great fight. Let's support it. But you can't downplay Yordenus Ugas, because when you downplay Yordenus Ugas, you're downplaying Errol Spence. You're basically saying Errol Spence is not a good fighter, and Yordenus Ugas got lucky. This boy say Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder. I said that I started laughing. But it was just like, bro, how can you sit there and say that? How can you say Yordenus Ugas is a one-hit wonder? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Because these fighters, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, all these elite fighters are putting their lives on the line, getting in this ring to give us a show. Ugas, with the resume he has, man, come on, man. Like I said, has done more at 47 than Terence Crawford. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. K-Po go.